dropping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
No loss, we be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust, big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but
it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Here we go. 19 tight.
Hurts throwing right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards. first down.
Come on. Hey. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
18, pioneer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now a 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little. Have them all bunched up at the end of the year. That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 74 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. They'll set up to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Trap 50. Catch match.
Back to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hurts throw there into the hands of Ross.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gainwell is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Play action now. Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard. Is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Prescott now. Touchdown! Tony Pollard from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Marr now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man open, it's Ross. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Prescott now from the 50. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. It's a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Hurts to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out right at the 35. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
y'all can S double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been moving like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a war, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want